Do you ever feel like the harder you push for results, the further away they seem to get? Well, what if the secret was actually to do less of that? Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to this episode. So in this video, I want to talk about a mindset shift that can transform the way that you work. Not just in how effective you are, but also in how much you actually enjoy what you do. Imagine being able to connect more deeply with people, feel less stressed, and to see your results improve naturally, all while staying calm and confident. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, it's not, and today I want to show you exactly how to make it happen. Now, the concept that I want to talk about is called detaching from the outcome. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, but Jules, isn't the outcome the whole point? And yeah, there's obviously no denying that we have targets to hit and goals to achieve. We are in performance-based roles. But here's the twist. Focusing too heavily, too much on those targets can actually make them harder to reach. But stick with me because I want to show you how letting go of the need to control results can actually help you achieve your goals far more effectively and with much, much more joy. So what's the secret? Now, it's all about changing the way you think about success. Most of us are taught to fixate on the end goal, hitting targets, getting results, achieving milestones. But here's the thing, when we focus too much on the end result, it can actually make it harder to get there. So if we break this down, as fundraisers, we're walking a fine line as I see it. On one hand, we have goals to meet and people to inspire, to support. But on the other hand, when we let those goals create too much pressure to control the conversations, pressure to force outcomes, it can actually backfire, and I find it often does. Why? Because fundraising is not about control, it's about connection. So before I dive deeper, let me tell you a story. So a while ago, I'd been coaching a new fundraiser. She had been working about 3 or 4 weeks at this point, and the moment I saw her, I could see the weight she was carrying. Her shoulders were slumped, her gaze barely lifted, her voice, I guess, sounded defeated. It was such a massive change from the person I'd met. I met her on her first day. She was bright-eyed, she was full of energy, she was ready to take on the world. And when we started talking, the picture became much clearer. She was putting so much pressure on herself to hit her targets that she started rushing through conversations. She was skipping those moments of genuine connection because she thought people didn't have the time. Her pitch became kind of a bit robotic, but kind of more overloaded with facts and figures, as if she could convince people by sheer logic alone. And when it came to asking, her ask was really shaky and hesitant. It was like she was bracing herself for rejection even before the words had left her mouth. She wasn't just struggling to perform either, she was actually struggling so much to enjoy her job. And that's the part I think that hit me the most, because I really know, and I've been in that position, how draining and how stressful that can be. And as we dug even deeper, it became clear that she was properly fixated on the outcome. So much so that it was blocking her ability to actually connect with people. She lost sight of something really important, and that's fundraising isn't just about hitting targets. Of course, that's what we want to achieve, but it's actually about practicing and developing our skills to make those targets achievable. So we had a chat, and I talked about the power of sort of detaching from the outcome, about focusing instead on the things she could actually control, being present in the moment, letting her personality shine through, building genuine, authentic connections. But also challenged her to see every conversation as an opportunity to grow, to treat each interaction as a step towards becoming more skilled, more confident, more effective. And it wasn't this instant fix, because let's be real, change like this takes time. But as she shifted her focus from what she was and the goals to just focusing on the process and committing to improving her skills, something quite incredible happened. She started to slow down. She started to genuinely see people in front of her, not just as potential donors, but as human beings. She was not just going through the motions anymore. She was learning, she was improving, and she was rediscovering the joy in the process. And as her skills improved, so does her results. And she began to hit targets, not because she was chasing them, but because she stopped letting them control her. And that's the real secret. It's not just about detaching from the outcome, but it's also about embracing the process of growth. So what's the takeaway here? Focusing on the process rather than on the outcome is the key to both enjoying your work and achieving your goals. When we focus on what we can control, building skills, connecting authentically, improving with every interaction, not only are you more likely to hit your goals, but you'll also feel calmer, more present, and more passionate about your work. The truth is, there will always be external factors, always be things out of your control, bad weather, tough crowds, or just plain bad luck. But by developing your skills, your mindset, your abilities, you can still make progress even on those challenging days. And when circumstances are in your favor, that's when you'll crush it. That's when you'll achieve those incredible results. And over time, as your skills improve, those tough days will get fewer and fewer because you'll be able to convert the people you talk to more effectively. And detaching from the outcome doesn't mean giving up on your goals, right? We need to have goals, and that direction is really important. It gives us a focus and somewhere to head towards, but it's really about approaching them in a smarter, healthier way. So here are a few really practical tips. Number one, celebrate small wins. Did you approach someone that you were hesitant to engage with? Did you improve on yesterday's results, even a little bit? Maybe you built some meaningful rapport and delivered a really confident call to action. These are all victories, and they're worth celebrating, right? If we are celebrating small wins, we're going to be much more motivated to continue. Number two, reframe rejection. Remember, no isn't about you. It's just a part of the process. Every no gets you even closer to the next yes. And third, focus on skill development. You will hear me talking about this in loads and loads and loads of my videos because I think it's fundamentally the most important thing that we can all be doing in every sphere of our lives. The skills that we develop, we will keep these with us for the rest of our lives, regardless of what the results are. By developing yourself, by developing your skills, you are going to be a much more successful person overall. So, as a fundraiser, set yourself process goals. These are specific, measurable goals that are completely within your control. Some examples might be things like setting yourself a goal to attempt to stop 30 people that you normally wouldn't. You'd normally be hesitant to. Maybe handle objections twice in every conversation. Maybe use someone's name 3 times in every interaction. And it's these small improvements that you make on a regular basis that stack over time. You're not going to get them all right every time. You might forget to use someone's name 3 times or not get the chance to. And it just means that next time you're going to, practice that particular skill. And it is these small changes, as small as these all sound, over time, these compound and these make a massive, massive difference. So focus on skill development. It is the biggest gift you can give yourself, not just as a fundraiser, but as a person. So to finish up here, the best fundraisers are the ones who show up every day and give their all to every conversation. And the outcomes will flow naturally as a result of those actions, not from a single-minded focus on your targets. And let's be honest, let's be real. It's not fun to be stressed. It's not fun to feel desperate. It's not fun to feel anxious. But it is fun to actually connect with people, to inspire action, to grow as a person, as a fundraiser. So I challenge you, focus on the process this week. And let me know how it goes. Share your thoughts and your favorite tips for staying present, staying connected. And if you found this video helpful, I would really appreciate your support. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this with some fundraising friends who maybe need to hear this message, and let's keep growing together. So until next time, stay focused, stay inspired, and keep fundraising.